Ethan Hale, a human soldier, standing alone inside a massive alien station. He has just survived a brutal war between humans and the Xeran Empire. The war ended suddenly, no victory speech, no reason given. Ethan is told only one thing. You have been chosen for a binding union. He thinks it is a joke or punishment. He is escorted through silent halls, filled with alien guards who stare at him with fear and respect. Ethan feels something is very wrong. He remembers the war. Humans were weaker. Humans were outnumbered. Humans should have lost. Yet the aliens surrendered. No one explains why. Ethan enters a ceremonial chamber. A tall figure waits behind a glowing veil. He is told, "You will meet your bride." Ethan expects a political hostage, a monster, or an alien noble using him. The veil slowly lifts. The reveal is delayed. Describe her silhouette, her glowing eyes, her calm power. Finally, the shock. She is not just an alien woman. She is the queen of the Xeran Empire. Ethan realizes this marriage ended the war. He was the price of peace. End the hook with the line, "You belong to me now, husband." Welcome to my channel Sci-Fi Love Story. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. There was no final battle, no victory speech, no loud celebration. One moment, humanity was fighting for survival among the stars. The next moment, every alien weapon went silent. Ethan Hale stood inside the broken hangar of Outpost Theta, his armor burned and cracked. Smoke still floated in the air. His rifle was empty. His hands were shaking, not from fear but from confusion. The Xeran Empire had been winning. Everyone knew it. Their ships were larger, their weapons were stronger, their numbers were endless. Humanity was supposed to fall within weeks. Yet the enemy had stopped. A cold voice echoed through the hangar speakers, translated into clear human words. "Human soldier Ethan Hale, you are ordered to stand down. You are under Imperial protection." Ethan laughed once, tired and bitter. "Protection," he muttered, "from who?" No answer came. Instead, Xeran guards entered the hangar, tall, blue-skinned. Their glowing eyes watched him closely, not with hatred but with something else. Respect. That was when Ethan knew something was very wrong. The unexplained choice. Ethan was taken aboard an alien transport ship. His weapons were removed, but he was not chained. The guards walked beside him, never behind him. No one spoke. The ship jumped into hyperspace, leaving the battlefield behind. Hours passed. Then days. Finally, they arrived at the Xeran capital station. It was massive, larger than any human city. Golden lights reflected off smooth alien metal. Thousands of ships floated around it like silent stars. Ethan was escorted through long halls filled with alien nobles and soldiers. Every single one of them stopped and stared. Some bowed. Others looked afraid. None looked angry. Ethan's heart beat faster with every step. At last, he was brought before a tall Xeran official wearing ceremonial armor. "You have been chosen," the alien said. "Chosen for what?" Ethan asked. The alien paused. "For a binding union." Ethan frowned. "I don't know what that means." The alien's eyes glowed brighter. "It means the war is over," he said. The long walk to destiny. Ethan was given clean clothes, not armor, not chains, robes. Human-sized robes. That scared him more than any prison cell. He was led through a massive ceremonial corridor. The floor glowed beneath his feet. Tall pillars reached high into the ceiling, covered in ancient symbols. Music echoed softly through the hall. Not celebration music. Warning music. At the end of the corridor stood a wide chamber. A glowing veil floated in the center, hiding a single figure behind it. The Ziran official spoke again. "Human Ethan Hale, you will meet your bride." Ethan stopped walking. "My what?" The guards gently pushed him forward. "This union ends all conflict between our peoples," the official said. "You were selected carefully." "For what reason?" Ethan demanded. There was silence. The veil shimmered. The reveal. Ethan's breath slowed as the veil began to lift. First he saw glowing eyes. Then a tall, elegant shape. Her skin shimmered like polished stone. Her long silver hair floated as if touched by invisible wind. She wore a crown of living light. The chamber went completely silent. Ethan's mind struggled to understand what he was seeing. This was no noble. No diplomat. No prisoner. She was the queen of the Ziran Empire. She stepped forward, her presence filling the room. "I am Queen Astra Viral," she said. Her voice was calm, strong, and heavy with power. "And you are my chosen husband." Ethan's knees almost gave out. "You ended the war for this," he whispered. "Yes," she replied. "A prison made of gold." The ceremony ended quickly. No vows, no explanations. Ethan was taken to a private chamber overlooking the stars. The room was beautiful. Soft lights, comfortable furniture, fresh food. A perfect cage. Hours passed. Finally, Astra entered alone. "You are afraid," she said. "Wouldn't you be?" Ethan replied. She studied him carefully. "You believe you were traded." "I was," Ethan said, "a human leash." Astra did not deny it. Instead, she said quietly, "You were chosen because you matter." "To who?" "To the future," she answered. The SHADOWS whisper. Later that night, Ethan wandered the halls, unable to sleep. He overheard Ziran generals speaking in low voices. Humans adapt too fast. They fight even when losing. They do not break. They will rule the stars if unchecked. Ethan's chest tightened. The war had never been about power. It had been about fear. End of Part 1, The Queen's Confession. Astra found Ethan standing by the window. "You heard them," she said. "Yes." She stood beside him, looking at the stars. "I did not choose you to end a war," Astra said softly. Ethan turned to her. "Then why?" She met his eyes. "I chose you," she said, "to save the future." Ethan stood alone in the chamber, staring out at the endless stars. Thousands of alien ships moved slowly beyond the glass, silent and watchful. Somewhere out there was Earth. Somewhere out there were humans still trying to understand why the war had ended. And somewhere in this vast empire, Ethan realized something terrible. He was no longer just a soldier. He was a symbol. Astra did not return that night. She did not send guards. She did not lock him inside the room. That freedom scared him more than chains. A queen without rest. The next day, Ethan was invited to walk beside Astra through the upper levels of the capital station. She moved with calm confidence. Every Ziran bowed as she passed. Even the highest nobles lowered their heads. Ethan noticed something important. No one walked beside her before. She ruled alone. "You carry the weight of all this by yourself," Ethan said quietly. Astra did not deny it. "A ruler who leans too much on others becomes weak," she replied. "And a ruler who stands alone becomes lonely," Ethan answered. She stopped walking. Slowly she turned to him. "Humans speak truths too easily," she said. Ethan shrugged. "We learned that silence never saved us." For the first time, Astra smiled. The fear of humanity. They entered a council chamber filled with alien leaders. The room was tense. One of the nobles stepped forward. "The human should not be here," he said sharply. "He is a risk." A low murmur followed. Ethan felt their eyes on him. Astra raised her hand. Silence fell instantly. "You fear him," she said, "not because he is strong, but because his kind endures." The noble hissed, "Humans multiply, they adapt, they do not surrender." Astra's voice hardened. "Exactly," she said. "That is why we do not crush them. That is why we bind ourselves to them." Ethan understood then. Humanity had terrified the galaxy. Not with power, but with will. Quiet moments. In the days that followed, Astra and Ethan spent more time together. She asked about Earth, about oceans, rain, and music. Ethan told her stories of human cities and small moments of joy during war. She listened closely. At night, Astra would stand by the window, watching the stars. "You do not sleep," Ethan said. "Queens do not rest," she replied. "Then let me stand with you," he said. She hesitated, then nodded. The assassin strike. The attack came without warning. Ethan felt it first, a change in the air, a sharp instinct born from years of battle. "Down," he shouted. A blast tore through the hall behind them. Alien assassins emerged from hidden panels, weapons glowing. Guards rushed in, but the attackers moved fast. Ethan grabbed Astra, pulling her behind a pillar. One assassin aimed directly at Ethan. Without thinking, Astra raised her hand. The attacker froze midair, crushed by invisible force. Her power was terrifying, yet her hands were shaking. "You should not risk yourself," she said. "I already did," Ethan replied, "when I married you." Humanity answers. News of the attack spread quickly. Within hours, sensors detected unfamiliar ships approaching. Human ships. A small fleet emerged from hyperspace, weapons powered but restrained. The galaxy watched. A human captain spoke through open channels. "We are here for our own," the voice said. "We do not bow, but we do not seek war." Ethan felt pride rise in his chest. Humanity had not abandoned him. The Council of Stars. Astra summoned the full Galactic Council. Ethan stood beside her, not behind. The assassins' failure had changed everything. Fear filled the chamber. Ethan stepped forward. "We are not your enemies," he said, "but we will not be your victims." Silence followed. "We fight when pushed," Ethan continued. "We survive when hunted, and we build when trusted." The words echoed. Astra placed her hand over his. "Humanity will not be ruled," she declared. "They will be allied." A queen's choice. Later, Astra met Ethan privately. "I see the future more clearly now," she said. "Not one empire, but many voices." "You don't have to carry it alone anymore," Ethan said. She looked at him. "Will you stay?" she asked. "Not as a symbol, but as my equal." Ethan did not answer right away. Then he smiled. "I've always fought for humanity," he said. "Now I'll stand for it." The new dawn. Astra returned to the throne room. She removed the crown of living light. Gasps filled the hall. She placed it between herself and Ethan. "From this day forward," Astra announced, "I do not rule alone." She took Ethan's hand. "Let the galaxy remember this moment," she said. "The day fear ended." Ending HFY. Human ships and Xeran fleets now traveled together. Trade replaced war. Hope replaced silence. Ethan looked out at the stars once more. They had given him an alien bride. In return, humanity gained a queen. And the galaxy gained something stronger than any weapon. Trust. And